Coming up in this video, we're going to discuss your legal rights and legal obligations if you're pulled over for a DUI. Welcome back. This is Attorney Patrick Silva. I'm going to discuss your legal rights and your legal obligations if you're ever stopped for a DUI. Let's just say that you've gone out on the town, you might have taken your wife to dinner, and you've had 1.5 glasses of wine. You're going to have some alcohol in your breath. There's an unwritten policy within many of the police agencies that say, hey, if this person has any alcohol in their breath, we're going to arrest them. And the reason we're going to arrest them is that we can take them off the street and prevent a possible accident, possible deadly accident. I'll tell you a real life case. This happened a long time ago, say 20 plus years ago. CHP pulled somebody over, let them go. They were at the legal limit. That person drove, killed somebody. That person got sued civilly and the CHP got sued. And I think that judgment was for a little under $4 million. But let's go back. You've been stopped. They might have stopped you because you came out of a parking structure and your automatic lights haven't turned on yet. Or they might have stopped you for, let's say you didn't have any tags, but your driving was perfectly fine. The officer walks up to the car, walks up, windows up or down. Good evening, sir. Have you been drinking? I smell alcohol in your breath. Now, this is where your legal rights are. You don't have to answer any questions, but you could do it in a polite manner because every answer or every question that you answer is going to be a little nail in that coffin. When it comes to DUI investigations, they're going to ask you approximately 32 different questions. Hey, what time did you wake up? What did you have to eat today? What have you been drinking? What time did you start drinking? Feel the effects of the alcohol. Are you under the care of a doctor or dentist? Are you taking any medication? When you're stopped, you're not thinking about, oh my God, am I giving the correct answer? You're really thinking about, oh crap, am I going to get arrested? Who's going to pick up the kids? Who's going to get the babysitter home? Am I going to have to miss work? Am I going to lose my job because I'm a no-call, no-show? Those are the things you're going through. But let's go back to your legal obligations if you're pulled over. The officer asking you these questions, you can politely say, "Your officer, I'm just going to decline to answer any questions at this time." And he'll say, "Oh, well, we're just doing a preliminary investigation. Just ask you a couple things." I say, "I'd rather not. I'll just decline to answer or participate and discuss the events of my day." That's easy. So now what has happened? You're going to get arrested anyway. Now you've eliminated all these nails in the coffin that stick you to a story. Let's go back to, he's going to say, well, let's make sure you're okay to drive. And if you're okay, we'll let you go. Well, again, that's another nail in your coffin because you're going to pull out the little black voodoo machine. It's going to be most likely an alcohol sensor 4 from a toximeter. He'll have you blow into it. If you recently drank, that could elevate it by double. Let's say that we call it you're still in the absorption phase, which means you finished your drink in the last 93 minutes. It's going to change the way the machine reads your breath in relationships to the blood, which means if you blow a 0.10 or 0.09, in your blood system, it could have been half that. But you have to blow into that preliminary. Again, your legal rights are, no, you don't have to blow into the preliminary. At this point, the officer is going to have to make a determination. He's probably going to arrest you anyway. He'll arrest you, give you a free pair of shiny handcuffs, take you to the station. After you've been arrested, now, under California law, you're required to give a sample of your blood or breath. If you refuse, that's a whole nother can of worms. But your obligation is to give a sample of your blood or breath. At that point, you'll be let out at some point. But let's go back to what you've just done. You didn't give them an extra number with a breath machine. You didn't give them any decided fact pattern of when you drank because you could be wrong. An attorney like me is going to be able to come in and look at the facts and say, well, if you drank at this point, you blew into this, we have a defense on partition ratio, or we have a rise in blood alcohol defense. There's a lot of different, we'll just call physiological defenses that we could utilize. Then we can also attack the arrest. So under the law, the cop has to have a reasonable suspicion to stop you, which means he has to think you might have broken the law. He has to have probable cause to arrest you, which means he thinks you in fact did break the law. If we back up to what we talked about, what does he have? Doesn't have any bad driving because he stopped you for some type of mechanical violation. He says he just smells the alcohol in your breath. You might be walking fine. If it's CHP and California pull you out, we'll have some type of footage of you walking. Most likely you're walking fine. There's a split on cases to say whether alcohol in your breath is enough. but it gives your attorney a fighting chance, and it opens the door to robust negotiations if that's where you're going, because now you've changed the landscape. When you go into any type of criminal matter, who has all the power? In the beginning, it's always the district attorney. When you start challenging the stop, the fact pattern, the breath, the blood, that's when there's a shift in power or an equalization. This is attorney Patrick Silva. I've been discussing California law. Seek the counsel of an attorney in that state. You can find me at beatmydui.com. My daughter's a lawyer here. She practices wills, trusts, and probate. You can find her at silvaandsilvalaw.com. My son's a lawyer. He does the personal injury. You could call us and we'll get you to him. His name is Alex Silva. You can find us at 909-798-1500. That's a free consultation. Attorney Patrick Silva, have a great day. Out.